What's going on, people? It's Khalil Jibran, one time for your mind, here with my guy, LYLE, OMOLAYO, great artist. Big round of applause, everybody. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a very special episode planned. Make sure you pull up to the yard tomorrow. Catch both of us there live, in effect, direct, Jersey. Let's go. One more hand for LYLE, OMOLAYO. Thank you for coming, man. No doubt, man. How's everything?
Life is good, yo. Life is good. Life is balancing out in such unbalanced times, you know.
Absolutely. We're definitely going to get into a little bit of that. So to start, I really want to get you on this podcast to introduce you to my audience because I feel like you're a phenomenal being all around. Of course, a phenomenal artist, but just the way you live your life is something that should be modeled after.
That's crazy.
And what you give, it's important that it be highlighted and amplified that this is what people should be doing. So yeah, I just wanted to highlight that today. I'm gonna go through a little bit of your story of how you got to be the LYLE OMOLAYO of today of October 2023 and what led up to that. Some things in the future, hopefully you could give us a exclusive update on.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm here for it all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here for it all, brother.
So to start, where are you from?
From Plain, Jersey, born and raised, you know, some call it P-Funk.
Okay.
You know. Yeah, that's my stomping grounds. That's my roots.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And it shaped me, shaped my whole everything. You know what I'm saying? Town. It's a city, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
like we're away from all the other black and brown folks. You know what I mean? We got a little patch. And we got it popping in the 60s, man. We had riots just like Newark, or uprising, just like Newark did. So that revolutionary spirit.
Okay.
You know, we have NOI there. Like it's you know, it's a black and brown community now, more brown,
Okay.
you know, than ever. And yeah, growing up, I grew up on North Ave between Park and Watchung, and like, you know, community was very black and brown. You know what I mean? So like that influenced me down the line to form Negros Americanos, because it was just like, yo, they're already my neighbors. You know what I mean? So me and my partner, his name's Bishop. Right, he's from Plainfield too. He's originally from Newark. He used to live in Seth Boy, and he moved out to Plainfield after the murder of his brother.
Wow.
And that's when I met him. And we met in like middle school, got cool. We started writing raps after we saw Dr. Evil, Austin Powers, Spy Who Shagged Me. After Austin Powers, bro, I was like, yo, if he's rapping, like, bro, I could rap too. And but at the time too, though, like this was pre-Kanye, so it was only gangster rap, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, it's funny. I'm a cat played a video from verses that I wrote in high school the other day. You know what I'm saying? And like, stuff changed a lot in hip hop. You know, as far as like who's allowed to participate in this thing. You know. For a long time, just because, like, all right, it was Dipset, it was D Block, it was The Rock, it was, you know what I mean? It was all gangster shit at the time, pre-Kanye, I'm saying, you know?
Right.
That folks wasn't really trying to do nothing different than that, even in ciphers, even in underground, yo. Everybody still had their crazy gun bars, and like, it was still on some wild gangster shit. So I feel like I incubated for a minute, you know what I mean? I went through the spoken word scene and was finding where do I land as a lyricist? Cause yo, I would go to you know, and I love Yo Dub. Those are my guys, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Yo Dub now is way nicer than it was. Like, it was a cage match back in the day.
Shout out to Yo Dub real quick.
PH running around, Zeps, Majesty, rest in peace. Vice Versa, rest in peace.
Yes, sir.
It was a cage match. Hip hop had a degree of like raw bravado, testosterone. You know what I mean? That was there. And yeah, it took me a minute to develop under those circumstances. My OGs in rap, bro. I used to. One of the first cats that I met that was like out and doing it. His name was Hassan Salam, right? So him and I was part of the Fifth Column crew for a minute. Silent Night, cat from Hassan Salam from Jersey City. I moved to Jersey City from New Brunswick. He had his crew, the band called Fuse. They ended up taking Negros Americanos on tour, Baltimore, PA, DC. John Robinson, he's a little side from Science of Life. For like a little older, CF too, Constant Flow out of Jersey City, a little older than me. And they would take me to shows and shit and just expose me to the game. And I saw like, yo, it was a whole scene of cats that weren't on the regular shit and were making money, So and we're making connections.
Right.
So rolling with Hassan, yo, and Fifth Column for a while, introduced me to a lot of the indie hip hop game. And I just incubated for a while, bro. Just like on some artist development.
Right.
I came out as MC Enigma. 2010 was my first album. That was my very first album. And that was right before we formed Negros Americanos and left for Panama, me and my brother Bishop.
So I want to pause you right there. So around were you when you first wrote a rhyme?
Oh shoot, probably like 8th grade, yo.
So
it was
like
garbage.
What was that the moment where you watched Austin Powers, or that was before that?
I think it might have. It wasn't like I watched Austin Powers, I'm gonna be a rapper. It was, we always was rhyming, you know what I mean? But then it's like, yo, his ass is doing this shit. Like, yo, I belong in hip hop. Nobody can tell me I don't belong in hip hop if Mini Me's up there rapping, and Michael Myers. I love Michael Myers,
Right.
But I want to say middle school, like 8th grade. It was garbage. I remember I just wrote mop, top, pop, drop, stop, and then just wrote lines to connect them. And it was over the Block Is Hot beat by Lil Wayne. That was my first rap, bro. It was horrible. It meant nothing too.
So what made you, from that first rap, what made you want to like progress and get better as a lyricist?
Yo, so me and Bishop at the time were on some like shock value shit. I mean, and my mom heard that shit, bro. I had trouble. I was mad embarrassed. You know what I mean? She made me read Nigga by Dick Gregory after hearing, you know what I mean? Just stupid shit I was rapping about. Just nothing that was in my life. I was a virgin talking about skeeting on the couch and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, Back That Thing Up was out too. So you know what I mean? Like, yo, at that point, I remember when Black Star 1, 2, 3, Mos Def, when that shit came on, bro, I used to change the channel. Ain't Juvenile.
Really?
Like, yo, it was too sensational. You gotta look at it. Like, I was in middle school, bro. Mos Def and Khalil, Juvenile. There was no girls in the Mos Def video. He had Miss Fat Booty. That actually got my attention with Mos Def, bro. You said, come on. I used to change the channel because I was ignorant. You know what I'm saying? And like, it didn't resonate. It wasn't the right season for me. You know what I mean? And that's why I realized too now with my place in this shit, I'll be like, yo, I ain't everybody's season. I ain't for, could catch me in one season or it might not resonate, Right. It's a acquired taste for everybody.
Yeah, and that's interesting. Just the sidebar and kind of current news. This is a lot of what Drake is getting criticism for. Saying that he's kind of trying too hard to appeal to the new audience and not really growing with this age and sounding seasoned in hip hop.
Yeah,
because that's the thing now. We got Nas dropping 6 albums and
they were all fire too.
All fire.
KD3.
Yes, sir. Jay-Z with his classic 444.
Yeah, mature
man rap.
Yeah,
yeah. So I think, what do you think about that space of adult rap? Because we got Griselda, we got Larry June, all these different spaces that we kind of never seen before. Everybody was trying to just keep it younger than they were.
Young through sexy dancing.
Yeah.
Bro, I think it's dope that you could age in hip hop because Willie Nelson's still out here some of the band. You know what I mean? So
Yes, sir.
I can't we age.
Yes, sir.
It was, to me, it's like it's something that started with the youth, but we ain't gonna throw out KRS One.
Facts.
We ain't gonna throw out our OGs and our master teachers who have way more experience and knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like it's corny to do that. Whoever wants that to happen is not from our culture, not of our culture, and knows it's not to the benefit of our culture.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But I even think it's some of the acts. It's some artists that feel like, oh, I can't really talk. I want to talk about. I have to assimilate to survive.
I think that's all right. If you want to play the game, yeah, I guess, right? But shit's way open more than it's ever been because of the internet. Yo, before you had to go to like this Zionist label owner and come up there and be like, all right, I kill niggas every day. I'm not gonna say anything about Israel. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna touch this community. Kill niggas, shoot them in the head. You know, like, nah, bro. Like, I think as long as we're not signed to like oppressive regimes that want to suppress our voice, yo, we should use it. But if you are, and that's who pays your bills, you got to figure before you can move your family out. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but my goal is to never get tied up with those entities and to stay sovereign. Because I look at other folks who've had messages far more powerful than mine and resources, and they've toppled because they dealt with that group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not shaking hands with the devil, yo. I'll never have dinner with the president. That's what Ice Cube said, bro. And that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I want the snake as far away from me as possible.
Ice Cube said,
never have dinner with the president on no Vaseline.
That's interesting because he kind of met with the president.
It was Obama though, right? Oh, wait, no, he met with Trump. Damn, Cube. Damn, son. He did meet with Trump. Oh. And it was like probably a lobby meeting. He probably dapped him up and then walked off. Like, he's like, yo, we need this. Nah, man. Damn. That's how they did Stringer Bell in On the Wire. When he tried to have a meeting with some politician, just met him in the lobby. Damn. Yeah, damn.
Okay, so I wanna talk about your visual art a little more.
Yes, sir.
So was that before the rhyming or afterwards?
It's way before the rhyming. Way before the rhyming. Visual arts. You know, my pops and my uncle, that side of the family, they're from Chicago.
Okay.
And my uncle at one time, he was an inker for DC. He was nice with the comics. And my father was a painter. So like that visual arts just in me, bro. I've always been drawing. It's my first love before hip hop, yo, visual art. This shirt, Soul Substance. This is a cover from Coloring in Color. Yes, and this was a fundraiser for Imagine Book Scholarship.
Where could they get that?
Oh no, these is gone. Oh, you had to be there. Soul Substance 3. If you came to Hoofer's, Savion Glover's Club, that's where we had it on Brunswick Street.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we had it there, man. So it was part 3 we had there. Well, who knows? There was a 4 too, but there needs to be a 5. Figure it out.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But yeah, drawing has always been my first love. I got a character that I created named OMOLAYO, right? So my book that's coming is called Life of Lyle OMOLAYO, and it's just picture me like Dexter's Laboratory or something, right? Pages of my life. But you have 2 characters. You have Lyle and OMOLAYO. He's my other green self. That's my depiction of me and my higher self. And it started because I made a blog in Plainfield when I was working as a teacher in the public school system on shit white teachers say. That's what started the path of OMOLAYO, yo. Wow. So I made a blog called Shit White Teachers Say, and I was depicting myself as this like monkey or like gorilla because they weren't talking to me like I was a human being. Like they were saying the most outlandish things. And I was just like, I couldn't believe it. So I just started writing down the quotes and then drawing comics. And every time I draw myself as this gorilla, that over time developed into my character. You know what I'm saying? And OMOLAYO was given to me by one of my coworkers, who's Nigerian. She just grabbed me, she's elder. She grabbed me by the arm. I was in the teacher's lounge and was just like, OMOLAYO. Like, I'm Mr. H. She was like, nah, you're OMOLAYO. They wanted me to tell you that you're OMOLAYO, child of joy. And she's just like, let me go. She's like, don't forget that. That's who you are. World will try to tell you who you are. That's who you are. Spirit told me to tell you that. It's just, yeah, so I just kept it. Child of joy, man. And I've been drawing him. He's been my inspiration, man. It's like, yo, real talk. I have a comic that's coming. It's called The Demon's Whisper, right? And it's about fighting mental illness, depression, suicidal thoughts, negative thoughts, self-doubt. And yo, it's inspired by my path. You know, I go to suicide in like 2018, and my cousin Cornell in the late 90s. So it's a closed story, you know what I mean? And like it's helped me coping third person negative thoughts, you know.
Right.
So visual art to me right now is just super potent. I'm immersed in it. Even more than the music. It's crazy. It's crazy because yo, you could escape. Like you could escape in my world. All right, so right now we're in a desperate time, yo. We're watching colonial regimes declare genocide on a people that's defenseless and has no standing army. But in my story that I draw, the wicked earthlings could get theirs. You know, the bad guys, the table can be turned. I could do anything in the art realm. You could create your own world in that, you know. And there's a degree of freedom in that and solace from the wild of reality too. Right. It's a way to get away from of today. Right. So I love the visual arts, bro.
Beautiful, beautiful. Shout out to visual arts, man.
You from Arts High too, bro.
Arts High, man.
Yo, bro, I'm gonna tell you this. First off, I was so jealous of Arts High when I found out it existed. It was a company called AXO, NAACP AXO that they had at Arts High in North. And they brought all these different schools from around Jersey, Plainfield. We came up here, and I came in high school, and they were like, "Oh, you got to get in here at ninth grade, so you have to audition 8th grade." So you got to be on your shit in 7th grade to audition 8th grade to get in 9th grade. And I was just like, damn, I found out about it in 10th grade. And I was like, yo, this actually exists. Arts high school. Bro, arts was 40 minutes for us, bro. They gave us some scissors. It was like, just go. You know, it was always rudimentary. Could never really get into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was always an afterthought, a disposable art. Right. So that's too why, like, for so long I didn't take much that seriously, because it's a disposable art in Plainfield. Right. You know what I mean? It had its value. Even, bro, I remember I spit the same exact verse like to some OGs that I spit to like some cats in Plainfield. Yeah. You know what I mean? But cats who've worked with like real are like, you got something there. So I know like home is where the hate is, bro. Cats don't want to give it up sometimes because they see you or they saw you yesterday eating a sandwich. Your face, they're like, man, he ain't shit, man. I know him. Right. And he ain't, man, I could rap. And they always ask too, bro. you know what I'm talking about.
Facts. So another question I have as far as the medium between art and music, is there any one that you like lean to for specific reasons?
Oh, in terms of so like I think like mischievous and victorious, I'm drawn. But pain is transferred through the music, definitely. You know what I mean? Like some songs you wish you didn't have to make, but it helps you get through the situation. You know what I mean? But usually happy place if I'm drawn. You know what I mean? Like if I'm in a bad, destructive relationship, I'm drawn other women for my future. That I'm like, maybe on some Pygmalion, yo. I said I was Pygmalion for years, yo. You see color in color? It ain't you. With my coronation, I'm patient, but you can hold her place until she becomes your replacement. I say that to myself sometimes, and then I look up. Hold on, I'm good. I'm good. That's how you know. If you could look at your girl and say, with my coronation, I'm patient, but you could hold her place until she becomes your replacement. She ain't it, yo. She a placeholder. She ain't Laura, she's Myra. And Myra's right. But she's just holding place.
So the segue, how do you feel about artists dating or people artists?
Bro, making a book about that. Like no lie. Bro, on dating an artist. So here's the deal. We're wired differently. You ever see Mo Better Blues? Denzel Washington, right? All right, remember the part where he was practicing? That's required viewing for anybody that's going to take this path with us. Because, yo, we need to practice. Look at that. On dating an artist. A collection of unfiltered musings.
To the camera.
Look at this. It's coming, y'all, on dating. A collection of unfiltered musings. And it's going to be put out through Evolute Culture with Sean Battle. So look out for
shout out to Sean Battle.
Shouts to Sean Battle.
Yes, sir.
So that's another project. But yeah, yo, it's a specific life that we're living. It's a specific set of discipline. Like, yo, I look at, bro, I be watching you, bro. Like, you be up earlier before me, be outside before me, exercising, all that. Like, you have regimen, and that shows discipline, dedication to the craft. It's not something like I'm good. Nah, we're always trying to get better. And then two, a multidisciplinary artist. So you're not only MCing, but you're picking up the saxophone. You're hitting the pads, the MPC. You're recording yourself. There's so many layers to how ambidextrous new age artist is. You know what I'm saying? You, me, we're doing more than one thing.
Absolutely.
And your time to your craft should be respected just as your time or someone else's time studying for the medical exam or the bar or the bar to become a lawyer. You know, we're trying to become greater artists. We need to put time in, you know. It shouldn't be an either or. Any one person or partner who tries to make you choose, they lost already. They lost already. It's apples and oranges. You could, when some people, you just need to focus on your music and your art. Yeah, that's obvious. That's what we always say. But that doesn't mean we can't love at the same time. I'm not worthy of love because I have goals at the same time. So what, you can go love someone with no fucking goals? You know what I'm saying? Who's bored? I'm gonna watch the game. I'm good. Yeah. For the women who like want a pet man,
right?
That does everything that they say. Yeah, go get you a dude that, you know what I mean, yells at the television watching it. You know what I mean? Like, that's not us. We're not fulfilled in the same way. We could watch the game,
betting on the game.
We could watch the game and bet on the game. But as soon as the game's over, we back to our game. You know what I mean? Either if I'm not relaxing and leisuring, I'm grinding. That Netflix and chill is overrated, yo. And I'm gonna tell you this too. Like, I don't want to be evil or whatever, but yo, as time goes by, people's metabolism slow down. And if you're not active, you're gonna look like what you're putting in your body. He's 6, yo. I'm flexing on y'all motherfuckers. Nah, for real. Plainfield, what's up? Class of 2004. Yo, how many of y'all could put your yearbook picture out next to your current picture without using AI? Without using the AI. Y'all using the AI? Because I know what happened. That McDonald's done caught up to you. Hold up, wait up. Was that you? Them big old thighs at the school? It caught up to you. It caught up to you. Weird nigga drinking water, right? Let me see y'all soda drinking motherfuckers right now. 37, actually tomorrow. I'm 36. what I'm saying? My born day tomorrow.
Woo!
Drink water.
Happy early birthday to OMOLAYO, y'all.
Drink water.
We drink, James. Let me drink water up here.
Yo, Dick Gregory, yo. My mom made me read nigga when I was in middle school because I was a knucklehead. She like, you gonna be a knucklehead? I remember she she intercepted an email. I was talking crazy. But yeah, man. Drink water. Dick Gregory always said drink water. Drink water. He lived to be very old and wise man. And I want to live to be very old and wise man. When it's all said and done, bro, I want to be a grandfather and I want to just tour the world reading children's books. That's how I'm successful. Like after the cartoons, after the music, all this shit, I'm gonna be a grandfather and I'm gonna be writing children's books. That's my retirement plan, yo, on everything. And everything I'm doing now is walking towards that, bro. Like, what's real shit? I'm gonna amass so many children's books that too, and I'm attacking all the ism schism. Dr. Seuss is a bastard, bro. Look up his racist propaganda. Black people, Asians, Latinos, Arabs, Muslims. He was not a good man. He wasn't righteous. We don't need reading Dr. Seuss. If I'm not listening to R. Kelly, let's keep the same energy across the board. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let's get them out of here. You know, destroy all demons.
Destroy all demons. No way. No way. So projects you're working on currently? You know, you just shared dating an artist.
Yeah, on dating an artist. The Demons Whisper is coming, and then there are 2 albums that are coming. So one is Ugly Duck as Fuck, right? And that's gonna be a free mixtape.
What's the story behind the concept?
Yeah, Ugly Duck, cause like yo, not being appreciated in a certain surrounding. You know what I mean? And you doubting yourself as if you're the issue, but you're just not in the right place. That's all. So same deal, like versus cats fronted on, like that's keep doing your thing, little nigga. You know what I mean? Yo, I took this shit right across the water, took it down south, took it to LA, took it to Panama, and it worked elsewhere. You know, Ugly Duck, being undesirable in your 30s, being broke. You know what I'm saying? Getting in trouble for bullshit and slipping on your ass, man, and having to start over. So like I took a bunch of L's in my 30s that just like I just never thought of situations.
Right.
So you know, it's a culmination of experiences, man. Back to the drawing board. That's one of the singles off of there. It's about just starting over, man. Knock down on your ass. Girlfriend left you. Your job fired you. Crash your car same day another job hired you. Thank the Lord. Back to the drawing board. It's a culmination of experiences. And I got some real dope MCs on there. I got Young Outsiders. Shout out to him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got my brother Bishop, Negros Americanos. I got Ty Phoenix. You know what I mean? Raucous Records OG. Shouts to Ty Phoenix. Salter. It's all message driven, man, and it's powerful, bro. Like, and shit's sing-songy, and to me has some replay value. So there's an ode on there to Busta Rhymes, nice and smooth. But yeah, it's just a preface. It's for Destroy All Demons, and that's the album I have with a dude named Late for Dinner. He's Brazilian, from Miami, moved up to Brooklyn. I met him at the Large Professor record fair. We just clicked, and we started seeing each other at every Large Professor event. So like, started working, and it's been seamless. Around the time we started working too, my dad died, so we made the dad album, like Destroy All Demons. And I promised him I'll do that, yo. I said on his as he was lying there that I'm gonna kill the demons within, yo. Starting with the ones within, like I'm gonna get rid of my own wickedness, self-doubt, because it doesn't serve me. And I'm looking at my father decaying, bro, and that's where my artistic side came from. So I'm like, yeah, I was blessed. He survived Vietnam and Chicago and all this stuff. Not for me to be here shy and timid about my shit. Nah, bro, I'm gonna die on my feet swinging, and I promised him that. So I've been proceeding accordingly ever since. And it's been, yo, I got out my own way too. Yo, I understood this, yo. And this is some real shit. You're gonna relate to this, bro. You're only as tough as who you come up against, right? And then to get better, you gotta train up. You can't train down. I already knocked him out. You just be knocking him out, and again, you gotta train up. So Vegeta gets more out of training by himself than training with weaker opponents. He needs a Goku, but until he can find a Goku, train by yourself, yo. And bro, my ace is Jordan, man. He's Bishop. He's in Brazil, and like since I've trained with plenty of opponents. You feel me? But none like Bishop, you know. And it's like what I did. I just hermit crabbed up for a while and said, you know what? I'm gonna clear out any other suggestions, so it's only my creativity here, and just get it done. You know what I'm saying? And that's that magnum opus. You know what I mean? Like when you block out everything and you could just like it's real, yo. So that's training ain't bad all the time, bro. Hermit crabbing up, like ain't bad, yo. Remember in Ninja Turtles, first Ninja Turtles movie, when Raphael got his ass whooped by the foot soldiers on the woods and trained for a while, and just like, all right, we're going, and then they came back and they beat the Shredder. So right now I'm in that part of life. Like life beat me up kind of, because I was like, I wasn't being faithful, yo. That's how I look at it too. I was being punished for deviating from my own path, and now I'm back on it. You know, so
Glad to have you back, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. So I want to talk a little bit about your international travels as well.
Oh yeah.
So first off, what inspired you to like leave the country, and what were some of the places that you went to?
Yeah. So the inspiration, we wanted to form a group called Negros Americanos before we did it because we were part of Pop with Larry Ham, but there's a Plainfield chapter of Pop. Stephen Hatcher, he's our OG out there. So there was a kid named Again. He was murdered allegedly by MS-13.
Wow.
And so rest in peace to him. And when we were doing a peace rally on the west end of Plainfields, mad Latino, we couldn't speak to half the community. They were just like, nah, and stuff. And we were like, yo, if we trying to really build with our neighbors in our community, we're gonna have to learn Spanish, yo. Cause like, and if we're trying to form a fist against oppression, the enemy of your enemy is your friend. And the Latino has caught hell from the Spaniards and now from the Americans. So we were colonized here, as were they. We have a lot more in common as far as what's to gain, as far as how we're being systematically oppressed, railroaded, redlined. It makes way more sense for us to come together than for folks to fall into the game of billiards and assimilate to the ways of the cue ball. You know, so that's why we formed Negros Americanos, man. And that we started with Panama because we knew some Panamanians in Plainfield, and we ended up going down there. And Panama's very black. Like you could be Panamanian. If you don't say nothing, Panamanian. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. So, the shades of black in Panama are like Sukiana look like she's Panamanian. You know what I mean? It's so many. Terrence Howard could be Panamanian. You know what I mean? So like we were able to move around to some degree is undetected. They knew like you're from the States, but we were able to like to move in that country. And it's considered a third world country. There's a lot of amenities and stuff we have here that they do have there, but it's different. And that experience, I lived out there too. I didn't like just visit. I was down there for a month. Yo, I freaking lived in Ciudad Radial in New Concepcion. Bishop lived in Caledonia as well as both places. And like anyone who, this is Zona Roja. It's the red zone. It's the number streets, basically, of Panama. And yeah, man, there weren't street signs. You had to know where you was going.
Wow.
You know. But I think it's a good experience for anybody because as the US was, going to other places, it made me realize like, it's a different type of war that's happening here. It's a ideological war.
Absolutely.
And it's also a survival war. Like stuff is set up a certain way here for it to fail. Like Ecuador, for example. I just went to Ecuador earlier this year. Dental work in Ecuador is super cheap. How is this country considered third world? And they say, oh, they don't have this, and they don't have this, and they don't have this. But everybody's teeth is beautiful down there. Their healthcare system is wonderful. How? Ecuador even was one of the first countries in the Western Hemisphere to give women the right to vote. After women got the right to vote in Ecuador, they burned the president alive who signed that across the street from the White House.
In America?
In Ecuador.
Oh, wow.
In Ecuador. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But I think we gotta look at ourselves in a world sense and find allies wherever they are because we're fighting the same evil, Same evil, wicked earthlings or wherever they're from. It's the same principalities, different personalities. So like wherever evil exists, You know what I'm saying? We diametrically opposed to that. Right. And we're just trying to build alliances with anybody who's on the same wave, So that's what Negros Americanos is about.
Shout out to Negros Americanos, man.
Yeah, it started about love and unity, black and brown power, Because I'm like, all my life, my neighbor's been Latino, so.
And I can relate because, from like northwest ward and north, but more so the north, you got a lot of Dominicans and Latino culture.
Yeah, man.
Since kindergarten. And a lot of my first girlfriends was Hispanic.
There you go. That's how you learn the Spanish.
¿Qué lo que?
¿Qué lo que, mami?
Todo bien, también. Tú sabes. Tranquilo.
Love is the most powerful force, and it could bring anyone together and get folk. Look, man, Bishop, he's in Brazil. His wife's Brazilian. He learned Portuguese pretty fast. You know what I'm saying?
That'll do it.
Shouts to Lane.
Yes, sir.
Bishop.
Yes,
So.
Yes, sir. So, there's a lot of things going on in the world today.
Yeah, man.
And I consider you a person with a very global perspective. People. I noticed when I went to Paris, people don't even know the difference between London and Paris. Like, their brain doesn't have no visual conception of anything left of the Atlantic Ocean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, what do you think about the trajectory of America and just the state of affairs of what we're in right now? There's a lot going on.
Yeah, man. The big thing happening in the world. You got the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. You got the Ukrainian-Russian bombardment that's happened over there, and then you got mad ongoing secret covert wars throughout the Middle East that the U.S. has their hands directly involved in Jordan, Iran,
yes,
Egypt, establishing puppet democracy, dating leaders. Diego Garcia Island, that's off the coast of East Africa, South of Asia. That's a little right or to the left. If you go left, north from Australia, you'll see it. It's positioned in the middle so they could attack all the other attack. Russia, they could attack Africa, they attack Asia. That's what's pressing. U.S. military complex, industrial complex, wherever it lives and whoever's supporting it, it's never to the benefit of the people. You know what I mean? It's never to the people. That's what's going on in the world today. War. War. And we all pay taxes. So part of our money's going towards that.
Absolutely.
So we gotta speak about that. If I could get my teeth cleaned in Ecuador for $5, like a good cleaning, like the $200 joint.
Right.
Why can't we have that here? Why can't we take care of home before we destroy some? You know what I mean? And when I say we, the wicked earthlings, I don't ever, Malcolm X said, you could tell a house nigga, we sick. And I say we, the wicked earthlings. When they say like we the people, they wasn't talking about us. We was niggas. That's how we people, we us, the us never included us, yo. We was probably writing that shit. Got no credit for it. Ghost wrote the Constitution.
Hello, bars.
Betsy Ross. Yeah, right. Hands was too little to quit.
So, in these times too, I'm making observations, and just when I go into the digital space of social media and I go outside, it seems like everybody's inundated with preliminary distractions. I know a whole bunch of stuff about Christian and Blueface against my will.
Yeah.
And
Will and Jada.
Yeah, this whole male versus female gender war, whatever the case may be. And I find it interesting how those things and messages get broadcasted. How it's going to translate now into where things could get real soon.
Yeah.
I seen an article where it was like 22 Americans killed over there.
Yeah.
And the way things are spinning is looking like they're setting it up for American boots
to be on the ground.
Damn. Sir. And you never know what could happen. So I guess I'm asking you, in this TikTok era, how do you think war will influence the frequency of what's going on right now, especially with the youth?
It's going to be captured on social. That's what, the revolution will not be televised, but that shit will be on TikTok. There's going to be eyewitness accounts of what's happening from the ground level. So some of the lies about, we're only attacking military targets. Yo, I'm a med student in Gaza. I'm trying to study. Boom. No one who's in Hamas lives here, but they're bombing here, right? They're able to see the humanity of folks that's caught in the fray that's not directly involved. Like, yo, the only right now, every Palestinian that's in Gaza is being targeted like they are Hamas, whether they are or they're not. When is genocide an okay thing? Because somebody thinks differently than you.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's crazy. And I'm not letting Hamas off the hook for what they did. That's the lowest form of interaction. But they've been faced with the lowest form of interaction.
Absolutely.
That one attack that Hamas did, they've been living through those types of attacks for 75 years. And with the backing of all the Western, powers. They got rocks.
Just for the viewers that aren't up to date, give like a little, I guess, 30-second or a minute crash course to the current conflict between Israel and Palestine.
So there was an attack about a week ago that I know a bomb blew up, and there were reports, and babies being killed, slaughtered, folks being assaulted, and there's giant outrage for it. But it's like new outrage. It wasn't outrage when the casualties were Palestinian and often are, and in greater numbers, and with no standing army, right? So this is a not level war, and it's a colonial war. It's one group saying, I have right to this land, and I have bombs and guns and boats from the US, from other great powers. And the Palestinians are left defenseless. They was just muscled out of their land. And the thing that's real jacked up is, all right, when we look at US, all right, 1555, 1492, these things being settled, those are centuries ago. Yo, Israel is a century old. The formation of the Israeli state it's not even a century old. 1948, that's when it started. May 14th, May 15th, they took over. 1948, that's when they started.
Established by the British mandate, right?
By British mandate, right? So Britain, all the way over here, colonizer, is telling another group that has been oppressed and pushed around Europe, right? I'll put you here. No one really is there. So, I mean, that's just like what they did with the Aborigines in Australia. When we think Australian, I think of Crocodile Hunter, but I shouldn't because Australia was very black and brown. But now, when I think Australian, I even think of a boomerang being held by a white man. Crikey, huh? That's kind of Israel. You kind of think Jerry Seinfeld, but like, nah, it's like Salim that was there like for generations, you know. And okay, this side gets a new vacation, they get a new house. The other side, land and house was incinerated along with their family, and maybe all they have is a key left from their grandmother from when their house existed, and land that's now, oh, it's now ours. It's bullying. It's bullying and it's white supremacy. I have not seen Hebrew Israelites out here in Newark rejoicing over Zionist takeover of Israel. I haven't seen them join hands with the Ethiopian Hebrews that's in Palestine. They're being treated just as Indian. So this can't just be a Jewish issue or a Hebrew issue. I think it's white supremacist, yo. I think that's added on top of it. It's like it's layered. But I'm no expert on it. But just from here, from a distance, I see kids throwing rocks, and I see Israeli Mossad military force that has AI guns aimed at. It's unbalanced, and it's just not right. I want somebody to like intelligently break down like how genocide is okay, is right, and how Israel is justified in any of their actions. It doesn't make sense to me. Yo, like, okay, let's put it this way. All right, let's say I'm a car thief and I steal cars, okay? And a car from somebody who you should not steal a car from. And then I choose to move my family into that car and drive around with that car. And then I steal other cars. And then I move more of my families into those cars that I've stolen. Eventually, somebody who's gotten their car stolen is going to react. And my families that I chose to put in those stolen cars, maybe they haven't stole the car, but they know they was in a stolen car. Now, if they don't know they were in a stolen car, that's still the fault and guilt of the car dealer for putting their family in harm's way. You keep doing home invasions, someone's going to break into yours eventually. Right. It's going to come around. And it's like some chickens coming home to rocks. It's sad. It's horrible. It's brutal. It's horrible.
So what do you think about the way the media is spinning this? Because, you know, you got a lot of influencers, and you know, athletes. LeBron just came out and said we stand with Israel. Yeah. Justin Bieber just came out saying that. So how do you think they are as far as like propaganda wise?
Yeah, it's already happening. A lot of these big companies, they're in bed with Israel. You know, they're at the highest place. You can be a patriot of America and not be proud of the U.S. military in the direction they're going. I see plenty of rabbis speaking out against Zionism and the state of Israel, right? So I don't want this to just be like, oh, it's a Jewish. It's like Zionism is the issue. That's a radical practice that ignores the humanity of
Hope
anyone
YouTube
else.
Don't block my page.
Oh yeah, yo.
Just gotta throw that out.
Shouts there to Nick Cannon and Professor. But yeah, that's it's complex, man. It's very complex, but it ain't at the same time. It's like, dog, y'all some thieves, and okay, just because this happened to you doesn't mean you get to do this. Like, okay, when they say, oh, cost, I remember it, but does that justify you doing some bullshit? Because if that's the case, what should black people do to white folks? If you say remember the Holocaust, it's a 12-year period, right? What should I go search for everyone who has the last name that was my maiden last name, because it's some Davises, some Williamsons. I get to see the white man that's related to the people that took my folks that's here. What do? We pray for them. It's not in our nature, bro. It's not in our nature to be demonic and devil like and to clap back in that way. Self-defense, yes. But yo, we have a right to be hostile. We have a right to level all these things. If the state of Israel is saying because of the Holocaust they can go over there, other people who didn't do that to them, yo, form Israel and Germany. I always thought about that. I'm like, yo, if that's where the concentration camps was, Auschwitz, yo, that should be to get back right there, you know? But why to oppress a whole nother group of people that had absolutely nothing to do with the Holocaust? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. It makes no sense.
Wow. So I guess next I want to ask, I'm very big on us like building Black families.
Yes, sir.
I'm researching this same rate in America, or basically all over the world, is declining. And you know, ever since I guess Kevin Samuels has been it's been a hot topic for the past few years. So what do you think could be done to make healthier Black families?
We need healthier Black people, yo. You know what I'm saying? Emotional intelligence is mad important. Therapy, if need be, is important. But looking within, you know, holding yourself accountable. You know, I think like the more you hold yourself accountable as a human being, the more you can show up for the next person.
Right.
But if you're pointing fingers at everybody else, I need a man. I need a man. If you don't, I need a yo. Superman don't exist, yo. Cut that out. Superwoman don't either. And we're all trying to figure it out in this world, you know. So we need to give each other grace. Like no one is going to be the answer to all your problems. You the answer to your problems. So first, work on yourself. I think that's what Kevin Samuels did. Really bluntly, he held the mirror up to people that had totally unrealistic expectations. And the universe don't work that way. The universe is balanced. So if I'm bringing this and I'm expecting this, that's imbalance. He was talking about balance. He was hard on the dudes too. He was like, get your dusty ass up, get 2 jobs, get 3 jobs, and then get 3 jobs so you get 1 job, and then 1 job, build a house. And then he had plans. Like if you get past the the clips, you know what I mean? He had some clips where he was clapping, right. But some people need like the smack in the face wake up call. It's like, yo, your expectations don't match your reality. And like some people need to be told that. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it this way, and like even with my personal relationships, yo, if I want a queen, I gotta be a king first. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? If I want a queen, I have to first be a king. What is a king? How does he move? How does he talk? How does he walk? How does he spend his time? How does he connect to the Most High? What does a king do? I have to look at those things before I'm focused on the queen, building up ourselves, yo. A lot of us, I'm saying for my brothers and sisters, don't take accountability for ourselves. You know what I mean? And like, regardless of the situation too, if we're going to make it out together, we got to be partners. We got to have a partner. I'm not your enemy, so I should not catch the wrath that I didn't give you. You know, I listen. I'll be an open ear. I'll be a shoulder you could cry on, but I'm not your enemy, yo. Keep that smoke for your real. And we supposed to be back to back fighting the world together, not fighting each other.
Right.
So if you want a cycle to end, you got to end the cycle. And it's hard, you know, it's harder said than done, easier said than done. But it takes, I think the thing that we use is like a real look in the mirror where you really at. Like, so dang, I need help. I got an anger problem. Or, oh, I get triggered by this. Let me figure that out before I hurt the next person. You know, taking inventory on our lives and looking in the mirror, yo. Emotional intelligence. That's the sexiest thing, yo. Emotional intelligence. Can you keep your cool in a hot situation? I asked, yo, my boy who's been divorced twice, he told me this. He said, you always ask. They might not even tell you the truth, but you'll find out. Ask, how do you deal with extreme stress? How do you deal with extreme sadness? How do you deal with extreme depression? That's important because if they say, oh, I use a substance, you know, you're going to go through some rough shit in life. They're going to lean on the substance. If they told you, right, if they're honest enough with you, or they say, yo, I pray, you know, okay. They go through some rough patches. They're going to call on God. Yo, I do that. Everybody has a way that they cope. For me, it's the music. You know what I mean? I could go through some shit, put it in a song. I don't feel it as bad anymore. It's out. But emotional intelligence, bro. I think that's what we need because our families have been dismantled by the state, yo. You know, in so many ways. It's not just one way. In mad ways, the Black family is under being disrupted. Stuff that's, yeah, man.
You plan to have kids soon?
I do, yo. I want to have some children. I want to pop out some babies. But I'm also taking my time too. Okay. You know what I mean? But yeah, I want to be a father. I do.
So if you had a daughter, how would you advise her to find a husband?
What I would tell my seeds is look at how I take care of your mother. If you getting anything less, you know, so my unborn seed will see how I love her mother, how I take care of her mother, how I provide for her mother, how I protect her mother, you know, protection, direction, affection to her mother. So she'll know like, yo, she won't fall for Future. You know what I mean? She'll be looking for a Russell Wilson. You know, nah, for real, bro. I don't, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want my seeds to be good, man, and to love themselves enough to know when to bounce on the bad vibe.
Absolutely.
Put a parachute.
Are you only child?
Nah, I have an older brother, younger sister. I have a half brother, two half sisters. Yeah.
So how many siblings total?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And are you in the middle?
I'm the middle child out of the 3. Yeah. Wow. I'm the middle child. Yeah.
So, yes, how was that being? Did you feel like neglected? You know, it's middle child syndrome.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's, oh, she's the baby. Oh, well, you know, he's your older brother. So I just did my own thing. I'm not like either of them. And they're not like, we're all individuals, you know what I'm saying? But definitely middle. There was 2 TVs in the crib. Let your sister watch. She's the baby. She's watching Barney and shit. My brother, he watching Star Trek. And I like Star Trek, but yo, it would be ass, bro. Yeah, there's no action in that shit. Science, we're gonna explore this planet. Star Wars had fights. So I'm like, oh, Star Trek. And I'm like, yo, they talk for a half hour. And they flew to a planet, took a sample and shit. I'm like, yo, there's no fights in that shit. So I wouldn't want to watch what my brother would watch. He watched Stargate. And I was like, yo, seeing all them Egyptian gods, that was like, none of them black. You know what I mean? Like, nah, bro. They had like Taylor Swift, Stargate and shit. Like, oh, you know, so yeah, man, being in the middle, I just went to the radio. That's where, because only other form of entertainment was radio, reading a book, or drawing. So I listened to radio, listened to High 97, wrote rhymes, started drawing, went into the room to get away from them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm an introvert, man. For real. I'm extroverted. I'm an extroverted introvert. I charge my own battery. And like I'm never bored, neither, you know.
You grew both your parents in the house?
Nah. My pops left when I was like, and you know, I saw him. I went to Chicago to see him when I was 7 for like a summer. And then I didn't see him again until I was 17, then like 23. And then for a year in the hospital as he was here.
Oh, wow.
That was the most time I ever spent with him. Was in the hospital that I can remember. It's crazy.
Did you ever have any resentment from that time, like not spent?
Yeah, of course.
Mm.
It was holding me back. I read this book called Absent Fathers, Lost Sons.
Mm.
And yeah, I had a therapist in college. They had free therapy. So I was like, oh, I'm going to use this. And I would say whatever to them. I was like, I don't care. And I learned a lot. I was like, yo, if you hate somebody, you could become them.
Mm.
Hence Israel and the Blitzkrieg. It's like the way that Mossad is moving, or the IDF, you would think they were Nazis. They become what hated them to another person. Just like how dads had deadbeat dads, had deadbeat dads, had deadbeat dads. It's a cycle. So you gotta forgive them. Because here's the deal too. My dad's from Chicago, okay? He got busy in his life, he stuff I never want to experience, And bro, when he was in Vietnam, he was 16. He lied on his joint to get out of Chicago. He was homeless. So like, what type of person would go to the Vietnam War to leave Chicago? Like, what type of place is Chicago? You know what I mean? So the stuff that he's experienced, he's shell shocked. He was a tortured soul because of his time in Chicago, his time in the military. He's exposed to Agent Orange in Vietnam. He had respiratory issues. So when I looked at him, bro, he's not perfect, but I wouldn't be alive. I wouldn't be artistic if he hadn't met my mom, if they hadn't had something going on, So even though it didn't last, I'm still glad it happened. And I'll show respect. And I told myself too, I won't say no bad words about him, but he's not perfect, man. He definitely wasn't. But letting him off the hook freed me. Cause like I wanted to punch him in the face a couple times, At my grandmother's funeral, actually. My grandfather's funeral, we got into it. And you just gotta love people where they at, yo. Nobody's perfect. Our parents are not perfect, yo. Nobody's perfect. And when they gonna want us to be perfect, and we're not perfect. So we need grace, yo, in the community across the board. We just gotta give everybody grace, cause we all supposed to have roles and stuff, but we're still human at the same time.
So what can you say directly to a young man out there who's kind of dealing with the same thing, who's having that resentment being built up
towards his dad,
and he doesn't really know how to deal with it?
Yeah. I'll say this: go to where the love is at. Some your biological, they might be going through it themselves. They might be imperfect themselves, and might not even be in a place where they love themselves that much. So it'd be even harder for them to love their kid,
Yes, sir.
So to the young folks that's got dads that stepped out, yo, try your best to forgive them, because when you have hate, yo, that shit consumes you, man. I was so mad at him for so many years, yo, and that shit, it was heavy on me. Like when I let it go, I just felt lighter. I felt better. And he couldn't change. He's gonna be who he is. But I could change how I react to him.
Yes, sir.
Not allow it to hurt me like that. And like it's up, but yo, thank him. Because what did Jay-Z? Pops knew exactly what he did when he made me try to get
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Right? Got a nut in what?
That was pretty good.
Right? I mean, he knew what he did, right? He got a nut in what? But what I would say, learn. Oh, matter of fact, do this. This helped me forgive my father. Learn his story, yo. If you can learn a story. Because if you find out, I was like, oh, dang, my pops was abused by his pops. He ran away at 11 and was living in the streets from 11 to about 16.
Wow.
In Chicago, what was he? A lot. You know what I mean? So that shaped him. I was playing tennis, bro. I was with Mr. Van Blake, okay? I was with Coach Schmidt, swim team. You feel me? I had comic book drawing. You know what I'm saying? Union County College. You see, like, I was put in different things that gave my idle hands something to do. My dad was pop, pop, pop. Then he's over here in Vietnam, pop, pop, pop. Then come back from Chicago, pop, pop, pop. What? The degree of survival tech I had to learn. I'm glad I didn't have to learn. So that alone lets me realize, okay, yeah, he went through some shit real early. Look at me. Even with him not here, look at this life I have, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Whatever issues I have, it would be more. You know what I'm saying? I could be G Herbo or some shit had I gone out. Or just a nameless dude. Yeah, we remember him. Yeah, he used to be walking. Got clipped. You know? So I'm glad I grew up in Plainfield and not Chicago. You know? I remember my uncle Bill got shot in the head and it grazed him. Like he survived. He got grazed. And it was while I was in Chicago. It was while I was out there. I remember that. And I was like, wait, shootouts happen like that? And they were like, oh yeah, just going to the store. And it was just like, it's another day. I was like, damn, it's different out here.
Just another day living in the
Just another day around the way. So, yo, finding out the stories and what they went through maybe could help you understand why they made some of their decisions.
Definitely.
You know, like, yo, if my pops was hard on him, hit him, abused him to the point where he ran out. That'll influence. You know, it's not. He didn't grow up like the freaking the Huxtables,
right?
You know, there wasn't that type of love. So
picture perfect.
It wasn't picture perfect. So, you know, realizing that, it helps me give him grace. You know what I mean, and forgive him for his transgression. The best, as all of us are, even when we fuck up, we thought at the time it was the best decision to make. You know, so grace, man, giving folks grace, allowing them to make their mistakes and be human. You know, but you only get one mother, and even if they're not perfect, you still honor them, yo, because they made you, and that alone, even if they're dishonorable. Right. Even if you have to love them from afar, right? Try not to kick their back in, man. That's not in our culture neither. When Eminem did Clean Out My Closet, I was not like, that nigga spitting. I like Dear Mama, you know what I mean? But yo, that was his truth though, based on his experience. So who am I to judge or hold that against him, you know?
Right. So the trend, I guess to close it out, we want to do what I like to do called top fives.
Top five, okay.
First session of the top five, I want you to give us your top 5 albums.
Oh shit, top 5 albums? Any genre or just hip hop? I'll do ones that I like to listen to.
Absolutely.
Oh, man, shit. Any genre? Brown Sugar, D'Angelo.
Okay.
That's going in there because that shit's perfect, bro. Like, Brown Sugar, D'Angelo, Miseducation, Lauryn Hill. Muddy Waters, Redman.
Okay.
Right. Shit. Shit that I can't live without. Like,
right.
Black Star album. Not No Fear of Time. Their first shit. You know. And then I would have to say 36 Chambers of Wu-Tang. It's hard only having that. You know what I mean?
Right. That's a good
of course, you got the, you know, you're missing those.
That's a good file.
Yo,
to show the makeup of you.
Yeah, because I'm like,
yo,
yo, I didn't even put in Big Willie style.
Mm.
I was about to put in Big Willie style, Fresh Prince, bro. Because that's my holy trinity is I got Doc's Name 2000, Miseducation, and Big Willie style, same time. So middle school, and that's all. Those are my first 3 CDs, and I just
going between those.
Yeah, and yo, my rap style, 100%. I'm a combination of Will Smith, Redman, and Lauryn Hill. Rap wise, I think so. Like Will Smith, he's fucking playful.
I can definitely hear the Will Smith.
Come on, bro. Yeah. And then Redman is playful too, but he's nasty. You're not out rhyming him. And then Lauryn Hill, bars.
Thanks.
Bars, and not like bars scripture. I mean, bars like
street scriptures.
Street scriptures. That trap art shit.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Mystery of Iniquity.
Hello.
That's like, to me, that the Mystery of Iniquity is a hard top, bro. Hardest to me, it's like Mystery of Iniquity. Then like you got Nature the Threat by Razzcast. To me, those are 2 biggest that just break down where we living and who's in charge.
Okay. So next I want to ask you your top visual artist.
Visual artist? First one, Alphonse Mucha. He's an Art Nouveau artist who would draw like women with floral designs and their hair flowing. Alphonse Mucha, Art Nouveau. That's one. MC Escher, who did like optical illusion drawings with like stairs going up and down at the same time, them crossing each other. I liked optical illusions and how he would fill the whole page. Todd Farland, bro. Todd motherfucking Farland, right? The guy who brought us Spawn, the guy who brought us the dope Spider-Man. Because before that, Spider-Man was standing like this, swinging like this. He got him twisting his body, shooting it at the camera. He made Venom. And yo, because of say Todd McFarlane, and then I'm gonna also say Aaron Magruder. I'm gonna say Aaron Magruder, but I'm gonna peep this, right? Just like Todd. Todd left Marvel, right? And he started Image Comics with Jim Lee, who was doing X-Men and a bunch of others. I said Todd, who did I say after Todd McFarlane? Aaron Magruder, Boondocks. Okay, Boondocks. Aaron Magruder, when he did Boondocks, I don't know, whatever type of deal he signed to get on Cartoon Network, they were able to oust him and continue to work without him. All those voice actors went to work. That's when they should have gone on strike. Nah, we banging with the originator, but nah, they went to work. They crossed the picket line. That hurt me, and that let me know this too. I'm not gonna have somebody who I know won't die for me that's gonna be one of my voice characters, because yo, if I go, OMOLAYO's coming with me.
Right.
There's no way I'm leaving him with Netflix and then the voice actors continue. Bruh, shit that'll make I'll go crazy. Like I'll go nuts, you know? So nah, seeing how Cartoon Network was able to do that, I don't like that. That's like bad business practices. It happened to him, it happened to me, right? Dave Chappelle Show, Comedy Central. Yo, don't put those things out. I don't like them. We're putting it out anyway. We own your likeness in perpetuity. Nah, bro, I didn't like that. It happened. He had money when that happened to him. You know what I'm saying? He could pay the lawyers and they still did it. That's some gangster shit. So nah, I'm never having dinner with the president, yo. Like metaphorically speaking, I'm not trying to sit down with entities that are sharks and that take like the lifeblood out of people. They use us for our creativity. They know that we're fly. They know we're creative. They come in, make us look like they're doing us a favor with some type of deal that fucks us over in the end. And it happened to Aaron Magruder. It happened to Dave Chappelle.
That's how I feel about Jerry Wonder.
Yo, come on.
Sidebar, man.
Yeah, man. You know, if it ain't right, it ain't right. Bad business practices, even if it happened to somebody else, you don't do that. We ain't in a fraternity. Just because you got a freaking thing up your ass, you want to, oh, this is what we do to, bro.
Yep.
Nah, bro, that's corny shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's why I was never in a fraternity. Nah, I can't do that. Though, yo, the closest thing I came to any type of fraternity was Fifth Column, Media, Hassan Salam, that crew. And you know what we did? They had a food and clothing drive. You want to be down with us? Yeah. All right. Bring me like a garbage bag full of clothes to donate. And can you print out these Thug Life codes, make copies of Thug Life codes, and on the other side, make sure ACLU's handouts for Miranda rights and what to do if you get stopped by on there? Yeah. All right. So, and I did that. Went to the library, made the copies. I gathered a bunch of clothes and donated. And yo, bro, I didn't have to get humiliated. You know what I'm saying? He taught me some political education, brought me into the community, had me giving back and volunteering. Never did I get branded like a slave. You know what I mean? And then he's inviting me to shows. I met Pat Poose. I saw him do alphabetical slaughter at Hunter College. And yo, remember Remy said we walk around the metal detectors?
That's a fact.
Yo, everyone else got Pat Poose. I said, oh shit. All right. Yeah, they're about it. They're really about that life. But yeah, man, you don't like to get down with a crew. I always thought that shit was weird. Like, okay, I got fucked and extorted on my deal, so now I can extort the next person on their deal. And you call yourself helping? You know, cracker is anybody who's cracking the whip. Terrence, what's this guy's name? Clarence Thomas is a cracker. Anybody who's working for the system and cracking the whip is a cracker. So some of y'all folks that so that y'all, we provide an opportunity, yo, just because you was cracked, you don't got to crack the next man, right? Hassan, CF, Majesty, but they had me volunteering in Jersey City. That's, oh, you want to be down with us? Yo, okay. Yeah, you pop show with us. We'll bring you around, but also give back on a Saturday. Give back on a Sunday, third Sunday of the month on the hill. Come donate with us. And yo, it'll be cats that would just want to go to the shows that won't want to donate. And over time, they fell off. It's about the work, man. It's about the work. We shouldn't have to be humiliated or extorted. I always tell, like, for brothers that mentor a big bro in their life, I say, yo, bro, this the hard way. I don't want you to have to learn the same way I did. Let my experience be a teacher. So, hey, yo, that's not it. Maybe it could work for you, but here's what happened when I went that way. You know, make your own decision. But our experience should be a teacher for the next person. We shouldn't be, bro. That's that transference. You said like generational pain. We got to change. We got to look at like, yo, what part do I play in fucking up the next generation?
For sure. So the next top 5 I want to ask you is top 5 movies.
Oh, top 5 movies. Kill. I love Kill Bill. Fear of a Black Hat. That's a movie with niggas with hats. It came out before CB4. If CB4 is like a rough copy of that shit. Okay. It's harder. You gotta watch it. Niggas with hats. Fear of a Black Hat. They said it's a group called NWH, and all of this was the inspiration for Negros Americanos, actually, because we was these nuts before we were Negros Americanos.
Your mom wasn't feeling that, I bet.
Nah, she didn't know about that. She didn't know about that. You know what I mean? I'm not, hey, mom, we're these. Never. I wouldn't even say that, you know. Respect thing, you know. But it meant develop, energize, and evolve the zealots to form the new uprising of the transatlantic slaves with Nubians under the sun, these nuts, right? And our first single was called I Need a Bitch, the best in this cold habit, right? And it was supposed to be a positive song, but that's like, you know, we were taking, you know, acronyms and shit and flipping them. We did Chucha in Panama, the clandestine heart under, the caged hummingbird adentro. So we made it about the alma de mujer, the soul of a woman, but we, you know, that's not what it sounds like. But yeah, we was these nuts before because of Fear of a Black Hat. We like that movie. So Kill Bill, Fear of a Black Hat. I like Mary Baraka, The Dutchman. There's a black and white version of it that has the brother who plays the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in the Malcolm X movie. The same actor who played him in that movie plays the main character in the Dutch. Mary Baraka. You can look it up on YouTube. It's a great film. It's a great play. When you watch The Dutchman, think about white supremacy and crocodile tears of the Karens. All right, and what that does to when it's crying, it can get dangerous for a black man, whether it's true or not. So The Dutchman, Kill Bill, Fear of a Black Hat. I like Django, bro. Django Unchained.
That's a fine
Even though I know it was a fiction and stuff, I just kept rewinding the part where he caught up with his slave master and just like da da da. So I like the way you die, and he whipped him, because we don't get to see that all the time. So even that little clip, that did everything for me. I want to get that blue yes. I want to wear that shit for Halloween, yo. Find my old teachers. Run down on them. And then fifth, I will have to say Spirited Away, Miyazaki. And him, because he hand drew all those cells. You know what I mean? They still hand draw their shit. It's beautiful. And Spirited Away, or Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke, the two, but Miyazaki films. There's always a moral in there. There's always a moral. Don't touch stuff that doesn't belong to you. Don't steal from other people. Always be honest. Always tell the truth. There's always a moral in there. And whoever has a moral lapse is punished. It's like punished greatly for that. So I like that. And I hope to, make animation that does the same thing, that has a message in there. Righty tighty, right? Righty tighty. Yeah. So Miyazaki films, Spirited Away, Kill Bill. I love the dialogue of Tarantino. He's amazing. So I got 2 Tarantinos in here. Kill Bill, Django. Yeah.
Tarantino.
What about you? What are your top 5 movies?
I couldn't.
It's hard.
Yeah, I would need to really sit down and like. Off the top, I would say definitely The Matrix is up there.
Matrix, yeah. Oh shit.
Damn. The documentary movie called The Zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist, yeah.
Or what else? Godfather. That's my shit. Yes, sir.
1 and 2. You know what I mean?
I'm in love with the first one, especially.
Vito.
Yes, sir. What else? I love Napoleon Dynamite.
It's a good album. There's a cat named Lyle in that shit, right? I think his brother's name Lyle. Where's that tight ass shirt?
Napoleon
Dynamite.
Yeah, I couldn't give you a 4th right now. I had to look in my chamber. But yeah, Lyle OMOLAYO.
Appreciate you.
Multidisciplinary artist. Doing this for a while. Currently working with NJ Pack Arts Ed.
Yeah. Teaching at NJ Pack Arts Ed hip hop program. Full experience being with the kids, teaching them the art of rhyme. You know what I mean? Trying to give them some knowledge of self, and allowing them to participate in this culture. Their way.
Yes, sir.
It's a blessing.
Yes, sir.
Shouts.
Shout out to D Cross, man, holding it down.
MC Debbie D.
Purple.
M Tribe. Purple Haze. The originators.
Yes.
Gotta give it up. Wouldn't be here if it wasn't for. Shouts to Purple Haze.
Salute. So you got Ugly Duckling on the way.
Ugly Duck is fuck on the way. And then Destroy All Demons is coming.
And Destroy All Demons, as well as the book Dating an Artist.
Yeah, on Dating an Artist. And then I have a children's book, an ABC joint coming. A is for Avocado. With OMOLAYO. So
absolutely.
There's some stuff on the way.
You can catch him and myself tomorrow at the Yard. It's 55 Military Park.
Yes.
Be rocking out. Where can they find your stuff if they want to support you?
LYLE OMOLAYO. LYLEOMOLAYO.com. LYLEOMOLAYO.com. That's my website. I got my merchandise there. All the albums, videos, bio, portfolio. Yeah. My company's called Hieroglyphics, and we do education, entertainment, and empowerment. And if you want me to come to do workshops, to teach your kids how to draw comic books, express themselves, write rhymes, we do that too, you know?
Wow, man. Appreciate you for being who you are.
Likewise.
You're an inspiration for me to keep doing what I do, to know that somebody is on the other end receiving whatever I'm putting out there.
Yes, sir.
That's very important to us creatives.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, definitely coming through. Happy early birthday.
Yo, appreciate that.
Happy early birthday, Lyle. Can I have some champagne for the
It's my
pop
last 36 chamber, bro. You got me in my last 36, 36. It's together is 9 is born. A new man is born this year. God. Man.
Yes, sir. So yeah, man, everybody wish Lyle a happy birthday.
Appreciate
in
you.
the comments. Make sure you support. Follow him on Instagram, OMOLAYO, same as was flowing on the bottom. Support all his merchandise. Comment on his website, OMOLAYO.com.
Appreciate you.
I know it might be raining tomorrow. Still Pop Out is going to be a legendary time tomorrow. We got Czars, we got Loud, we got Be Smooth, we got Don't Trip. We got Drees doing live art.
Come on,
like come on,
it'll be crazy.
And the food is gonna be amazing.
The yard, yo, I just got the kimchi.
He just came in with the yard.
I came from the yard.
Come on.
I got the kimchi jerk chicken with the fixings, yaya sauce. You know what I mean, on the side, because you could apply it as you like. Me,
love the yaya.
I pour it all over it, and I'm telling you, yard is black owned. You know what I mean? My man Kai Campbell.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right? Had Burger Walla.
Yes, sir.
Had Bragman's Deli as well.
Come on.
You know what I mean? And this brother cares about the community, cares about the people. He's one with the people. So we're having this in not just in a black-owned venue, revolutionary venue.
Yes, sir.
A venue that's one with the community, that cares about the community, that is the community, that's of the community, right? On some real. You know what I mean? Not like we're here for the community. The mere community. He's not one of those niggas.
Man.
Okay. So
Jerry Wonder.
Yo, shouts to Jerry Gant, rest in peace.
Shout out to Jerry Gant, Detox the Ghetto, man.
Detox the Ghetto.
Love these artists while they're still alive, man.
So support the real. Yo, shouts to the new Jeru Guru. Shouts to Khalil Jibran. Let me tell you something. I seen this brother performing at center stage cuts. He had a center stage cut. He had a low cut at the time. You know what I mean? He had the low cut. You know what I mean? Man. I don't know. You had the gap. Maybe some Omavis. It was that era. It was that era. This cat came out there. I remember uninvited. He said, "Yo, my man Khalil." I was like, "Yo, he looks kind of young to be in here." You know what I'm saying? And then when I heard you spit, I was like, nah, you're too young to know that much to spit. So it made me like, yo, what type of life did this man live at that age? At that age, bro. I seen the Gohan Khalil, you know what I'm saying? That was already Super Saiyan though.
Live at the barbecue.
Live at the barbecue, Nas. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like on it made everybody stop. It just made everybody stop because you wasn't just rhyming, you was spitting. And he was spitting real shit and talking from experience that was just like, yeah, I'm gonna look out for him. I'm gonna pay attention to this guy. This is not the last, it might be the first time, but I know it's not the last time I'm gonna see him. Right. And I remembered the name that day. I was like, Khalil Jibran. You know what I'm saying? Power.
Salute.
Power, bro.
Coming through, man.
Thank you for having me.
You.
Yo, and tomorrow we're gonna rock.
OMOLAYO, Khalil Jibran, one time for your mind. It's his early birthday. We popping bottles tomorrow. We gonna get a cake. We blowing out candles. It's a yard. Shout out to Kai. Shout out to Black Businesses. We here. Khalil Jibran, one time for your mind, 2 times for your spine. Appreciate y'all for rocking, man. We out, man.
Peace.
Peace.
Pray for Palestine.
Pray for Palestine.